Hi, thanks for stopping by. I'm GhostPrime. Let's take a look at 40th anniversary retro reissue Walmart exclusive Blaster.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
He comes with his little tape Steeljaw, which also gets the retro reissue treatment of cartoon colors. This is the first time that this guy has been reissued in cartoon accurate colors. And I'm going to do some comparisons with the original vintage. Now, I don't have any of the previous reissues, unfortunately, even though there are some differences. I just don't have them. The last one's a weird beige color. It's very strange. So please ring that bell for notifications. Hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribed. And without any further ado, let's get to the review. And here he is in the packaging. You see the 40th anniversary Transformers logo right there. You got Blaster in the box, Steeljaw with his weapons, and a modified picture right here to kind of represent more of the cartoon coloring, along with the added Steeljaw, which wasn't there in the original. And right here says Transformers, Autobots, Blaster, and Steeljaw. On the top, we got some of the transformation steps. It's interesting that they have the knees pulled out like that. You can see my last review of the Generation 1 Blaster for the context behind that one. There he is on the side. On the back, we have the glorious battle. All these are really good. Let me know your favorite one battles in the comments are, what year. And then we have tech specs for both of them, and you could pause here and pause here, so you can go ahead and read that. On the other side, there he is. Again, should appear on the bottom in tape deck mode, robot mode with Steeljaw. Before we open this guy up, the original box. This box does have the insert in it. I don't know if you can kind of make it out there. But here is the differences. Oh, my light just went out. Here's the differences between the two renderings right there. You can see they added the chest and took off the sticker. Just some various differences, like the head's more white. And of course, they added the Steeljaw. But this actually looks to be a photoshopped version of this. It's like looks exactly like the same picture. Even the lighting's the same. I mean, if it's not photoshopped, they did a real good job at mimicking the lighting and everything. That's how the back of them look. Original versus new. And this side. I don't have the recent Walmart version to compare it to. I only have the original one, which I will be comparing in this video. Anyway, let's get this guy open. All right, inside the packaging, you do get this. You get a set of instructions. Now, these instructions are the same as the 2010 version, which shows these images here. And it does not tell you to collapse the knees like it does in the original vintage Generation 1. I believe that actually started in 2010 with those renderings. So we get the knees extended in everyone. So it's official which way you want to do it. Knees out or in. You get two non-chromed guns for Steeljaw. Here it is compared to an original chromed version. Looks like the gun's a little thicker, but overall it retains all the same lengths on everything. Steeljaw himself, which is painted very nice on both sides. No stickers on this one. Very nice paintwork. And of course, Blaster. Oh, you also get his gun, which is done in this sort of a charcoal gray. Blaster here has a lot of paint deco differences from the original. I'll get into that when I do a comparison real quick. But yeah, I think he looks really good. All the colors they use on this are really, really good. The plastic quality actually feels really good. It feels solid. Turning him around, there he is on the back. I mean, really, really good. Tape deck door opens like it should. Go ahead and put Steeljaw in there. Close that on up. This, as most of you probably know, you could stick in any one of these holes to be an antenna, and just, it looks fantastic. I wish there was some storage for this though, but that's just a product of the original. Speaking of the original, here is an original side by side. So I have a full review on this up on my channel if you want to go check it out. See, there's a lot of differences they did with the original. So he's got black here, gray here, same with the feet. This is actually paint. He's got paint right there on the chest piece. Let's take Steeljaw out for a second so you can see. how it's got that like he did in the cartoon. Autobot logo here. I do wish this didn't have the silver around it. I think it would look more like the cartoon, but it looks good as it is. The paint here just very different. Silver and silver. So the silver is gray on this. It's not metallic at all. So that makes sense because it's supposed to be like a cartoon. This is the original, which had the silver color to it. I don't have the previous Walmart one, which was like a beige color. It looked really weird. I had never liked that one. That's why I didn't pick it up. I have an original. So I decided just not to pick it up. See, all the black on this is sort of a gray color. Here they are from the back. Nothing really to write home about. But we will go ahead and show the differences in the gun. You can see how much lighter the new one is versus the old one. But yeah, I think the coloration on this looks very, very good. I really dig it. I think it looks really nice. The colors kind of pop with that red being very bright, and the gray contrasts beautifully. It's a damn good looking toy. So let's go ahead and take a look at Steeljaw. Here he is in his tape form. Transforming this guy is super easy. You just go ahead and take out the feet on both the front and the back. The joints are okay on this. They're not too bad. Some are tight, some are kind of, I guess, normal, not as tight. Just put the feet kind of out. Take the nose here is like a little point where you could kind of get in there at the head, pull the head out, move the whole head down, and it's got the molded detail of the ear and the mane right there. And then take the tail up like this. Now you're going to want to do this first. Take the tail up, put it out, and pull the whole body out. See if we get him to stand up. There he is without his weapons. I dig the paint on both sides. I really do. I'm really glad they painted on both sides. You go ahead and take the wing guns and stick them on either side. Again, those holes there. And there you have him. And I think he looks really, really good. So if I get him to stand up, I think he looks really, really, really good. So for comparison, here he is with his cartoon model. So you can see they did a good job making it look like the cartoon with all the different, lines on it and the Autobot logo. I think it looks really great. I don't even mind that these aren't chrome. I think that looks fantastic. For example, here he is with the vintage one. Get an idea there. Now, one thing I am noticing that I didn't notice before is they did not paint his eye. That would have been nice if it painted his eye. The original has a nice chrome eye. But let's go on that side. Get him to stand up if he wants to stand up. There we go. You can see how the two look together. He's much more orangey color. The original is more of a yellow. And I'm not sure if it's like this on the other reissues, but this is an indented molded piece right there for the rub sign, where this is completely removed from that and is flat. You can see the plastic is flat. Now let's transform Blaster. He's really easy to transform. I'm not going through it step by step. I'm just going to kind of do it just because I did it in my previous video. Now here he is in robot mode. So, I mean, he's Blaster. He's very tall. He's just like Blaster would be. But again, I think the colors and everything look really good on him. It's definitely, some of them just really pop for these cartoon colors, and this is one of them that actually does have a bit more to it for that. Let me get up and show you the head. There's the paint work on the head. The paint done is clean. It's not sloppy. And it's got this sort of like almost pearl color to it. I think that really makes it look nice and pop out. A lot like the cartoon. Looks really good. There's the chest detail. He has some paint there for the little dial, which wasn't in the cartoon, but it's a nice little touch. Move down to the paint on the thighs there, paint on the knees, down there, and then you open the feet to reveal this. And the feet are not painted here, but they are painted on the other side. Nothing of note on the back. You can see the copyright where he is made in Vietnam, just like Soundwave. And of course you can take his gun, stick that in either hand, And that's pretty much Blaster. And getting into comparisons, let's compare him with this cartoon model here so you can see just how close it is in color and detail to this model there. Here he is with the original. So you get an idea of how these two look together and all the paint differences. The red, it's not showing up as much on camera, but the red is sort of like a deeper red, where this was more of an orangey, brighter red. He still retains this, which he did in his cartoon model, and he doesn't have the unfortunately placed rub sign. But you see all the other details pretty much present. He doesn't have anything on his shoulders, much like the cartoon again. And I don't know how this white really works for the head. I think that actually really works better than that silver. Kind of brings out the detail in the face sculpt. And kind of everything kind of colored just a little nicer. They are from the back. So yeah, I think this is a really nice addition to the retro line. I would love to see these done more. I'd love to see an Astrotrain. Like I keep saying, I would love to see an Astrotrain in this line. I think if you see him, you should probably get him. I think he's really good. Joints are really good. The colors are really nice. The plastic quality actually feels good on him. It doesn't feel waxy or there's none of that like slightly translucent bits. He's a pretty solid figure, and I think they did a good job with it. So it's a high recommend for me. But then again, little bias. I love Generation 1 repaints. Anyway, I appreciate you stopping by and checking this guy out with me, and I'll see you in the next review.